Hello everyone, this is me Satya here and I'm doing your second week of October reading start from the 8th through the 14th of October 2019. This is going to be for the sign of Libra. So let's see what's coming up for Libra people for the second week of October. So let's see. Be mindful that it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone out there. So pick whatever resonates and leave the rest. For personal reading, you can always reach out to me on my email ID in the description box. You can also check out the other services that I am offering. Again in the description box. Do follow me on Instagram where I do upload daily readings. So yeah, let's begin. Five of Cups with Knight of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, you do have the Tower. Underneath that, you do have the Magician. Underneath that, you do have Queen of Swords. Underneath that, Seven of Wands. Underneath that, Five of Swords. Underneath that, Queen of Pentacles. Underneath that, Temperance. Underneath that, Knight of Cups. Okay. It seems like somebody has recently disappointed you. In it can be in your love life. It can be in any other area of your life as well. It's more like a person met you recently, and that person has it's more like whoever that person was, or whoever this person is, because I feel like you are still in communication with this person, but there is definitely disappointment being in a connection with this person. It is like you you expected things from this person. Again, it can be applicable to your work zone as well. Maybe you trusted someone who kind of betrayed you. If it applies to your business or if it applies to your work and career zone, maybe you trusted someone, you shared an idea with someone, and then that person kind of used that idea of yours and got the praise instead of you getting it. So it's like there is someone in your life who you recently met, and I feel like you have already gone through it, like the energies I'm picking up here with these cards here, because it's like during this week time you are going to be disappointed. You are so disappointed that it is very hard for you to trust on any other person now, because you recently have been through such a shake up, I would say, when it comes to trusting people. Specifically, trusting a female is what I'm picking up very strongly here. It could be a female colleague, it can be male colleague as well, but I'm picking up feminine energy very strongly here. Even if it is a male, that person could be very feminine when it comes to the way they deal with things. Maybe they are into gossiping, maybe they are into you know maybe they are into the girly stuff. Maybe they talk a lot. Maybe there is something feminine about them if it applies to a male person. um, but yeah, you were having high expectations, high hopes from this person, because you found this person to be very calm and gentle and kind, and somebody very stable. But in actuality, um, I feel like this person has used you in one way or the other. And it is getting very difficult for you to trust anyone new in your life, because you trusted them after quite a long time. You finally found someone who you could feel like trusting again, and that person too has brought you this disruption in your life, and it's like you don't know what to do now, because it's this person, it's more like this person was having a false mask on their face. They were not showing you the true intentions they had, and they were just using you is what I'm picking up very strongly. I don't know, they might have used you for material gains, they might have used you for growth at their work zone, they might have used you for financially stuff. They definitely used you in one way or the other, and you are feeling very disappointed after having went through, or after having been through all this that that you've been dealing with in recent past. And it's like this week is going to be, a time where you are, I feel like for some of you, you might be going through the phase where you are, still unsure or still in the shock, where you are unable to understand what has happened with you. Like, what was that? Like, you are unable to, understand why she or he did this to me. Why, what was the motive behind? You don't know anything. Um, but yeah, you have lost, the faith, the trust in relationships now. It doesn't have to be someone, like I said in the beginning, it doesn't have to be somebody in your love life. It can be any person in your life, your colleague, your family member, somebody who betrayed you recently, and you are still in the shock because you trusted this person a lot, but they have disappointed you to the level where you are lost. Like, you don't know what. It's not like, it's making you question who can you trust then. Like, if that person can cheat you, if that person can misuse you, if that person can take you for granted, if that person can, steal something from you, then who is left to trust on? So it's that kind of energy which you are going to be facing during this week time. um with the Knight of Pentacles, let me pull one more card from the top of the deck first. Two of Wands. I feel like you are, as soon as you get done with this shock and you go back in times and try to figure out where did things went wrong and where you couldn't, judge this person right, where you couldn't get this person's motive. And once you look back, you are going to figure out what went wrong and how you couldn't, see it coming. And I feel like you will understand what has happened, why this person did this to you. Some hidden truths are going to be revealed to you, either through this person who misused you, or through someone else. But you are going to understand why this all happened as you move into this week, starting tomorrow. As you go into this week, you are going to understand why this person did this to you. You will know why, maybe there is somebody else behind them who has kind of, manipulated them to do this to you, because there is something they did wrong to you. It can be in your love life, it can be in your work zone as well, like I said. But somebody kind of, I don't know why I'm picking up this energy very strongly here. um let's take some clarifiers, because I feel like, this person is going to come back for an apology or something, because I feel like, they are also not feeling well, thinking of the whole thing. They are also disappointed. um it could be that, somebody close to them made them do this, but now they have realized that they were the one being used in the whole situation. Maybe somebody from your past kind of, hired them to do this to you. That can be true for some of you as well. But I feel like, there is another person involved in the situation, which you are going to get to know about as you move into this coming week. Because I feel like, this person is also hurt, after having, done this to you, whatever they did to you. Let's see. I feel like there was someone else involved in the situation. Somebody tried to manipulate them and the whole situation for the two of you. So it's definitely somebody else in the picture as well, who you cannot see right now. But as this person is going to reach out to you, I feel that very strongly. And that person is going to reveal to you what has happened actually. But the question would be, Do you think you can trust this person now or not? Even though I feel like, whoever this person is, who got you disappointed, they have been manipulated by the third person who you also know. You might have some sort of a rivalry going on with this person. Maybe it's a business related thing, maybe it's a work related thing, maybe it's it's just a competition of winning a girl's heart, or a man's heart, maybe for some of you. So yeah, I feel like somebody used another person, like somebody used your person to manipulate things between the two of you, as well as for this person, for you as well. Like it's more like if you pick however it resonates with you in your situation, because the energies could come reversed as well for some of you. So there are three people that I can see very clearly who are involved in the whole situation. One is you, and the two are other people. Like one is the one uh, who brought this person into your life who you are disappointed with. So it's like there is definitely some group thing going on here, and you will get to know about it as the week continues. So but yeah, it's going to be up to you how you deal with this person now. Do you think you can put the trust back into this person, as he or she reveals that the other person used them in this situation, and you didn't want, and they didn't want to hurt you? So it's going to be a, I, to be very honest, I don't think that you are going to give this, woman or man another chance. Even if you find out that there was a third person involved, and they were the one manipulating the whole situation, and they were the one who maybe, bribed them to get into all this, to create this drama here. But I don't think, like, I feel like you are not going to give the whole thing a second chance, because it's the disappointment is too high to let go of right now. So I don't think, even if they reveal the thing to you, who it was involved behind the whole thing, I don't think you will give them another chance. So yeah, it's basically over. Whatever it was, it is over. The things which are left, they will be revealed during this week time. So let's see one romance and oracle cards for you. Let's see what additional guidance is coming up for you, for your love life. It seems like a movie or drama scene that I just picked up from this. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring together. I feel like, as soon as you get done with this, you are going to do that. I don't think you are going to get back to, back to this person. You are not going to reconcile with this person, no matter what. No matter how much effort they put, you are not going to listen to them now. And you would rather, I don't know, I don't feel like you are going to, start affirmations and prayers around, your love life, as soon as you get done with this. But I feel like, you will feel like it's with this card here, I don't know, I usually don't pick up that energy with this card here, but it's giving me the vibe that you are uh going to leave it to God. Like, you are not going to put in any effort now, from now onwards, into the whole thing. You don't want to put in any effort to make things work, to have a specific person in your life. You are not going to do that. You would rather just, let it be left on, God, your guides, and for them to figure it out for you. You don't want to put in any effort into it, because you are not happy with the whole thing that came up for you. So it's you don't want to invest into it now. And maybe the universe is asking you to do that. Like, the universe is asking you to call in your soul, calling in your soulmate. Like, you can ask for the right one. But I don't think that, I'm not picking up that energy with these cards here. It's more like you're not going to go for it, because this shock was a bit too much for you to, deal with right now, and I don't think that you would, you know go for this. But the universe is definitely asking you to do that, because that will bring you the true soulmate. That will bring you the affirmations, the prayers can bring you the right one to you. So it's totally up to you. If you feel you are healed from the situation, then you can, do that as well. But I feel like, the energies are very heavy around, this thing which has happened for some of you. It is going to happen for some of you during this week time. So I would suggest you to take some time before you get into it, because you really need to heal from what has happened, because otherwise you are not going to trust anyone. So there's no point getting into any relationship or friendship, because you would feel very you would be very reluctant to give anything to this relationship if you get into one. So just take some time off. Let me take one clarifier for this card here, just to add one more thing to it. Let's see what it could be. You deserve love. You deserve happy home life. You should call in your true soulmate. For some of you, maybe you were, having a time pass with this person, but this person has used you in one way or the other. Maybe you are just going to give up on, dating scene as well. For some of you, that could be the case as well. Maybe you were, whoever this person was that you were dealing with, who betrayed you, maybe you were not having a very, committed relationship with that person, and you were, okay having just the fun thing with them, but somehow they misused maybe the information that you provided them, or misused the whole situation. And that got you the lesson learned that this is not what you should get into now, because you can't trust people. If you have been physical with someone, they might have kind of, blackmailed you later on, which has disappointed you. There is something negative that they would do, which is going to disappoint you. But like I said, whatever that was, whatever it will be for, that will be revealed during this week time. So maybe for some of you, the universe is asking you to definitely leave all those, crappy things behind. Think of the one and only one, and manifest that person in your life, because you deserve love, you deserve that. So don't waste your time being with the messy, people, creating a messy situation for yourself, because you can have whatever you want. I feel like you are somebody who is very powerful, and you can have whatever you want. So instead of wishing and hoping for having somebody just for fun's sake, wish and hope for having somebody for the long-term committed relationship, and you will get that as well. So just do that, because I feel like you are pretty much powerful, you are pretty much aligned. So it will be very easy for you if you do that, because it's very easy for you to get into any other relationship like that. Like, you can get into one again and get trapped again maybe. So just don't do that again. um yeah, go for a serious one, and one that would lead to marriage, lead to committed relationship. Stop having the, time pass thing with other girls, or boys, like whatever it applies and however it applies to you in your particular situation. So yeah, it's going to be a week where you are going to kind of, think about the whole situation that you went that you've been recently, or that you would be going through during this week time, and that is going to change you, or your perspective about relationships, because I feel like you are going to think of a long term committed relationship, rather than, choosing the one last, not one last, but yeah, the one night stand kind of relationship, where you just meet them for a night or so, and or even if, even if you get into any kind of relationship, it would be just like the physical relationship, nothing more to that for some of you. um so yeah that's pretty much it coming up for you, people. If the reading resonates with you, to like, subscribe, and share. If you're willing to get a personal reading, you can always reach out to me for that on my email ID in the description box. Till I do the next reading for you, take care. Bye bye.